subscribe to my channel, subscribe, join us live, ask questions. Let's get interactive, let's get engaged, and let's learn from each other. So my post of influence today is, what if you treated your business as a person? Will it have a personality? Will it have a personality? I mean, if I decide to have a business and I treat it as my baby, I know most people call their businesses or things that they love to do as their babies. Yeah, so what if we treat a business as a person and speak to it as a person? What do you think can happen to it? Now, as you're thinking through it, I may have already some answers for you. So if you treated a business as a person, that means you will respect this business, you will honor it, you will guard it, you will treat it with dignity, and you will be comfortable doing the right things for this business. You know, if you treated a business as a person. And when we do all this for a business, this is what it begins to do. It begins to have a dimension of a human being in it. It begins to have a dimension of a human being in it. For instance, if I treat my business as a creative, then I begin to do everything around it that makes it be creative. In a nutshell, I'm trying to make my business a creative business. So I'm also going to treat it with the authority that God created us with, like God told us to be creative. So I'm going to make my business also be creative. So that is a personality that we can give to this business, being creative and doing everything around the business to make it creative. Now, the business can also have dominion if I begin to treat it like a person, because I want this business to have dominion in the marketplace. I want it to be the market leader in whatever service provider we are, in whatever service we are doing. I want it to dominate the marketplace. If I treat this business as a person, then I want it to have power and authority. I want it to have power and authority in terms of it commands, its identity commands that it's held highly accountable. So if I'm going to treat my business as a person, hi Mixer, thanks for joining. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for joining. Subscribe. Thanks, Bellon. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. So I was just talking about treating our businesses as a personality. If I have a business and I want this business to prosper, I will begin to treat it as a person. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. You know, and we can talk together. You can contribute something. I'm talking about treating a business entity as a person, or having a business entity have a dimension of God in it. Because we as human beings, we have a dimension of God. So how can we treat a business to have that dimension of God in it? And I was just mentioning a few of the characters that people have that business can have. So if I'm treating my business as a person, it means I can make this business creative. I can make this business dominate. I can make this business powerful. I can make this business everything that I want it to be if I begin to treat it as a person. You know, this is a perspective that we need to put in businesses as Christians. So I made a list of what my business would look like if I treated it as a person. And by treating it as a person, I mean bringing all the dimensions of God in it. How do I want to be treated as a human being? How I want to be treated as a human being is how I'm going to treat the business that I'm doing. So I just mentioned that I would make this business dominate the marketplace. I would do everything that I need to make it super creative. I will make it be powerful and dominate the market environment. I will also make my business visible, because human beings want to be visible. So if I want to make my business look like a person, I would try to make it be visible as well. The other dimension that I have is I will make my business obtain favor. Anyone and everybody that can invest into it, I will try to put them to see what I do and bring it to their front. So I would pray for favor, and I would put my business in a place that it can obtain favor from maybe investors and anyone who wants to support my business grow. Just like, it's okay, Rebello. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you. I will just continue with my presentation. So if I wanted my business to be like a person, these are the dimensions that I will put in it. I will try speaking to it to be powerful, to be favored in the marketplace, to be visible, to be fruitful, to be a business of all seasons. Remember, the Bible says that you shall be fruitful in all seasons. You'll be like a tree planted by the riverside. That is Psalms 1:3. So it is the same thing that I will speak into my business. If I want it to behave like a person, I will tell my business that you shall be fruitful all the days of your life. You shall dominate the marketplace. You shall be visible. You shall be seen by all women and women who needs to see you. You will obtain favor from investors and such like that. So for now, that was only all that I had for today. And thank you for watching. Bye.